98, 98, no, 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 98, 98, no, 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 98, 98. Love, 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 no, 98. Love, 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 98. This is Solex, and you can find me at Solex.me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! The mirror that's inside you, and I'll just and I just want, and I don't know. I mean, if truth be told, I'm kind of reeling off the previous one that I did to this, because I did this video in succession, actually. I did the last one and this one in succession, and that, you know, so I wanted to touch on it still kind of a little bit, because I think there's a great awareness that you can bring about yourself, knowing that that mirror that's inside of you, and whatever it is that you're reflecting out, is nothing but the truth that's inside of you. Now let's use an example here, and I don't want to use names so I can protect the innocent. Well, maybe they're not innocent, but anyway. And again, please remember this. Remember this, that finger that's pointing, it's because of what that person says, it's because of what that person did. No. I don't care who you are, how old you are, where you're from, how old you are, whoever, where you're from, how old you are, whoever, where you're from, how old you are, whoever, where you're from. When you begin to point that finger, just remember there is always those three fingers that are pointing back at you. And that is what relates to the fact of the mirror that's inside of you. Now, and I've seen this like big time. You get this individual out there that made a comment about a woman, right? And then you get this person that made a comment about a woman, and then you got all these women that want to and then give their opinions about how they feel about how this person's that and that person's that. They said this and they said that, and about this person's that and this person's this and this person's that, and that they're what's going on there? What's going on there? You know what's going on there? There's a mirror that's inside of that person. And I don't care what that person said. If there would be absolutely no reason for you to get upset about it if you didn't have some sort of insecurities about yourself that were inside of you. If you had absolutely no insecurities that were inside about yourself, and we're just using the example of women, because this person said something about a woman, therefore, and then you got all these women reflecting all this out, and all that is just the mirror that's inside of them reflecting that out, because there's some sort of level of insecurities and feelings that they feel about themselves to begin with. So what are they doing? They're pointing that finger, but then there's those three that are pointing back at them, because there's that reflection that's going on. There's that reflection that's going on. It's going on, and you can't deny it. I don't care, because you know, if you've got some let's just say, for example, you've got some woman who's got like a totally perfect body, totally perfect hair, totally perfect everything, and she's just so perfect and she's so confident, and she's got a man in her life that loves her. She doesn't feel the need to post something on Facebook about what that guy said. She doesn't feel the need to go and march in a anti-whatever rally or whatever it is. Women like that don't have, because that's not what's that's not what's reflecting inside. That's not something that's inside of them. So they're like, you know, who knows? Maybe they kind of laugh at what that guy said too, you know. So no. It's not the example there. It's not the example what I'm trying to do here. It's not the example what I'm trying to do here. It's the awareness towards the fact that there's that mirror that's inside of you, and whatever it is that you don't like that's out there that you want to point your finger at is nothing but a reflection of what's going on inside of you. You want to know why I know that? Because I've gone through that process too. You know, there are certain things out there that just set me off. And what it is, you can always tell the truth. It's like here's something that I talked about in church on Sundays. And it's kind of like, go watch those videos too and watch those in succession. Please. And I don't know if I talked about it in those videos or not, but there's called the truth button. The truth button. You know, you can sit there and you point your finger, and again, there's those three that are pointing back at you. There's those three that are pointing back at you, right? And whenever you think for 1 minute that you want to point the finger, there's those three pointing back at you. And I know I keep saying that, but there is a great awareness towards that. And that finger that's pointing really is pushing what I call the truth button. And you want to call the truth button. And you always know that there's some sort of a reflection that's going on inside of you when you have the tendency to sit there and you want to point and push that truth button. Because what is it doing? What is it doing? It's giving a reaction. It's giving a reaction. You know, because like I was saying, you know, there's certain things that are out there that just set me off. Why is it doing that? Because there's a reaction going on inside of me, right? There's a truth that's inside of me that's causing me to react. It's causing me to react. And so there's the act and react, right? You always know that you're pushing the truth button when you get a when you're getting a reaction out of it, right? Instead, if you're not pushing the truth button, then there's no reason for you to probably point that finger in the beginning, right? There's no reason to take that finger out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's no reason even to point that finger out. If you're, instead of reacting, you're acting, right? And you might be acting to something, you know, if we're using the example that we did about the whole, you know, the woman thing, right? And if somebody says something, somebody of influence says something derogatory about a woman, you know, then it sets off all these other women, and then that's nothing but a reflection that's going on inside of them. But then you've got those other women that don't have that kind of reflection going on, and then instead of reacting, they act. You know, they stop for a moment, put it into perspective. Maybe they stop for a moment and go think, gosh, you know, I wish he wouldn't say those kinds of things. Or maybe they might kind of laugh and think it's funny too, or whatever, because of what that person said about, you know, a certain woman's features or whatever it was, you know. So there's that truth, that truth button. When you go to point the finger, you're sticking that finger out to push the truth button. Whether you like hearing that or not, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. There's a reflection that's going inside of you that's causing you to react. React. The truth button causes reaction. That means there's something going on inside of you that's causing you to react. Maybe one day I'll get to the point where I start naming names and start bringing out some of the people that I see them saying things about them and start enlightening a little bit more truth. But you know, the thing about it is, on a certain level, some people just can't handle the truth. You know, and to say something specific about an individual, period, you know, and to bring some light or some shed about those things. Well, really, if you want to know the truth, I'm not pointing at you, but anyway, acting can cause you to kind of go inside, can kind of cause you to go inside and reflect. And if you do that, and maybe say, why is that person saying that kind of thing? Why is it that they feel that the need for them to behave in that particular way? And I'm not just using the example that I used in other areas. It's other subjects that are out there too, okay? It's other subjects that are out there too, okay? You know, what is it that an action would be for you to go inside and reflect, as to think, well, what is it that's causing that person to act out and do that kind of behavior to begin with? What's it do? You know what that does? You know what that does? It opens the door for truth to come inside you to get enlightenment and understanding. Mm-hmm.